This video is going to introduce us to what you're going to do in Unit 9, multi-view drawings. Objectives, we're going to take a look at orthographic projection, use that to develop drawings, and as I look through this is a lot of stuff in here for a procedure that is really fairly simple. What we need to do is take a 3D object such as this and get it down on a sheet of paper. Because if I can get this onto a sheet of paper, I now have a plan that I can use without having the object in front of me, or I can give this plan to somebody else to build the object for me as well. Right now we haven't talked about dimensions, but if I wanted somebody to make this and they didn't have this piece with them, or really any other type of object, it gets kind of hard to get the object built to specification. So this is chapter 9 is going to work on getting this object onto a piece of paper. And this type of drawing works really well for getting measurements. All right, let's take a look here. So the chapter in this one is really wordy. And the good news is that you don't need to know all of this. We just need to know some basics to get started. One, we need to know the views. We need to know the front, the left, the top, the rear, the right side view, and the bottom. So if I take my object, the front, the top, the left, the bottom, the rear, and the right side. I think I have them all. So we need to be able to identify those different views. Once we have that kind of figured out, then we can start thinking about putting this down on a sheet of paper. And the chapter goes into a lot of theory and thought on how to do this. And I could go through that. It's difficult. This page on page 220 is maybe the easiest. So really, the first step is to figure out object features, the things that are important to see. So for this object, I don't need to draw all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 views. I just have to pick out the views that we need to know. Now, front view, I need to know this shape. That makes sense. Top view, because it's related to that shape, that makes some sense. And even the side view, like that, makes some sense to know where the plane is and where it becomes vertical again. Now, front view I need to know. The rear view is basically the same thing, so I'm not going to repeat that. The bottom view isn't very important. It's just a rectangle, as well as my left view. So once we have the features figured out, the stuff that we know that we're going to have to draw, well, it's an idea of putting it in a box, looking at that box, and drawing what you would see from the box point of view. So again, here is the object. I put it in the box, and if I close the box up and I look straight at the box, what would I see? If I looked at the side, what would I see? And if I looked in this case on the top, what would I see? In essence, this is what chapter 9 is about. We have to figure out what the object features are, say in this example, or perhaps this example. And once we kind of decide the features, well, those are the things we have to draw out. Then it's a matter of getting it put into a box and looking at the box straight on and drawing what we see in the box. Let's try it out.